Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Wyoming Cowboys. And the Cowboys ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Vaughn. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Nebraska's offense will take the first swing of the game. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Coleman.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important to get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Cowboys' offense will go to work for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Handoff from the gun. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. After the run, now to throw. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Vaughn. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll leave it with him. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. Running back searching for a hole. Nice move to stay on his feet. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Cano. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
I'll tell you what, when you see a tight end come that open, a lot of times it had something to do with the wide receivers running down the middle of the field, stretching those safeties, and he just slips out and kind of gets lost in the tight.
Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Bringing it back. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. First down here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Pressure coming. They're bringing heat. Deep shot for the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Offense set on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Looking to throw, it's Cano. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hand goes into the air for the... The catch is made around the 40. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. To the air on first down. Makes his connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This offense has a second down play. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming!
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Wyoming, 10, Nebraska.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Cano. Got the back over the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? And the defense drags him down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Floating away. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Second down coming up. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to buy time. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Now he's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Buys a little extra time. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. The give to the single back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Huskers will call on their punt team.
Number 12, on to punt it away.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Myers on the move. Finds a man on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Between the uprights, it's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first 2 quarters in Lincoln. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start the second half. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down, 10 yards to go. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
You know, that's a good decision, I think, to go for it on 4th down because you're in the middle of the field. Even if you don't get it, your defense isn't in an awful position running back on, but they were able to get the 4th to keep the drive alive. Let's see what they do next.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. And the Cowboys get enough for the first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the route is on. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Wyoming, 27, Nebraska.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll go back to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. The stiff arm gets him loose. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw, it's Cano. Spits it out to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Moving out of the pocket. He chucks one out to the right. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. You've got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. for the tape. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak.
Brings up second and goal.
Now on second and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Wyoming! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Wyoming 34, Nebraska 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Vaughn. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Cano. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Huskers with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw.
Great timing there in that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Second down coming up.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! A great catch and run for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season and I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wyoming. And the pummeling has started.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Starting to feel a little pressure. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Back to throw, it's Cano. Getting some heat. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly complete. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. That's a 20. He's got space. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. They're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory. Hit the afterburners, kid. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.